my crafty mind for you, back with another video to do the wax seals the correct way. So after doing a little research, here's what I found. For the spoon, you're going to need a candle to hold the spoon over so that it can melt. Or you can use your lighter if you want to, but just start to smoke a bit. We're going to try this candle. I don't know that it's going to work or if I'm going to have to go to the lighter because it is kind of an indentation, and I'm afraid that my wax is going to start building up and burn out my flame. But we shall see. A wet or a damp, cool cloth to keep these cool. They say keeping them cool is best. I've done it this other way without the cloth and it worked just fine. I'm trying it with the cloth now for the very first time. Now for the ones with the wick, trickier than the bit pieces. I found that if I want to get a good impression, I need at least 1.5 bits inside of my bowl or spoon. So here we go. I am going to seal my envelope shut to start out with. And first we will go ahead and we will do the rose, and I hope you can see that clear enough here. And we will go with the pink. As my candle begins to melt, sorry about the noise, I want to turn it as it drips and make my circle. Now, some people will actually take the actual impression and they will draw a circle on their paper, their envelope, wherever it is that they're doing their wax seal. And this way they get a perfect circle. I like the organic look. Now, there is a trick and a certain angle you should hold this at so you won't lose your flame. Looks like my flame's wanting to go away. I'm gonna move my wick just a bit. Oh, just burned it out. Well, that's all right. That's what we have a lighter for, right? And I'm making a hot mess here, but that's okay. It'll even look more organic. So, drip, drip, drip. Now here's the thing. It does take time. And I'm talking, I think I'm blowing out my own candle. So these little pieces that we have here that kind of went off onto a different type of circle, it's just going to make my seal look more organic, and it might even have a funner look. You probably want to hold this, I would say, at about a 90-degree angle as it's melting, so you can form your circle. And the proper way would have been to start with the inner part of the circle, working my way out. But because my wick went out, I dripped in the wrong area. So we're just going to expand this circle and we'll still make it. And here we go, forming our circle. Pardon my voice, it's a bit scratchy today. I've had quite a bit of a cold. Alrighty, kind of stir my circle around just a bit. Now I did find out one thing, and that was the trick so that the impression is to let it sit on the wax seal after I press and let it completely cool down. Once it has completely cooled down, then you can kind of wiggle it and you'll know when it's time to pop it off. Instead of just pulling it off, it'll come off automatically on its own. So, what a beautiful rose that is. And it looks so organic. I love the way it came out. So even though it wasn't a perfect circle, we got what looks like a very organic rose. Now we will try the little spoon here. And I'm going to try with this candle, even though I think I'm going to have problems with it. We'll just see. Maybe I won't. So we want to hold it directly under the flame and get our candle to start melting. I think a tea light candle, like I said, would have been the best way to go. All right, it's starting to melt. Starting to move. So this is something that if you're not patient for, they do sell hot glue sticks that you can also do impressions with. Now I don't know if they're wax sticks. I didn't look into that. That might be something you want to do some research on if you don't like waiting. It's just a quicker way to get an impression. Now this does smoke quite a bit inside of this little spoon, and it's still melting with the heat. I'm going to keep twirling it. I hope you can see this. And we're going to heat it up a little bit more. I want that whole entire bit in there to melt. I put a bit in half because when I had put a bit, it wasn't big enough. And I want it to be big enough this time. So I think we just about got it. And this time we're going to be doing a butterfly. And I will pour onto my envelope in the form of a circle. And press. And as soon as this, let me make sure I'm in frame. As soon as this begins to cool down, I can wiggle it and it will pop off as it's ready to come off, so that I won't damage my wax seal like I did in the last video. Trial and error. So this one's really not wanting to come off. There we go. And isn't that beautiful? The little butterfly. Lots of dimension. I hope you can see the dimension. Turn them this way. And so that's exactly the correct way to do a wax seal. Well, my candle. So with or without this, it works. I don't think there was anything very special about that, honestly. I think it did just fine. The only thing with the spoon is you're going to have to clean it when it's hot to get all that wax out. And it does get tarnished. It gets black on the bottom from the smoke, obviously. So you'll have to clean that out. And I'll take this later and clean it up later. I'll save you the misery. And with that, that's the end of the video for wax sealing. Now you can purchase these wax seal little kits at Hobby Lobby. Michael's, I'm sure, has them. The ones with the spoon, they're all the same price, $12.99, depending what you like. Now they also do have a kit that comes with the alphabet. This one's a little bit more pricey. It's $20, $19.99, but you get all these alphabets, and so that's really cool. Personalize your envelope for whatever the occasion. So again, thanks for watching, sharing, liking, and subscribing. Don't forget to click the notification bell, and this way you will know when another video is coming up. Thank you all and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.